It's not uncommon when you've tried for a first baby and get pregnant really quickly and then you struggle for your second and third. And many women aren't expecting that to happen because it's happened so quickly and so spontaneously the first time. I want to tell you about what I see in my clinic and what I do to help couples that come along trying for a second or third baby. One of the common scenarios I see with women that are coming trying for their second and third babies when it's not happening is when should they seek help? And you need to individualize this because everybody's different. So you need to sit down and work out what's going on, especially in that couple's lives. So the first thing I very often see is a panic about the gap. I call it mind the gap because women really are concerned that the child isn't going to be in the right school year, born at a certain time of year. They're worried about the age gap between their families. And you've got to lose that because in a way you're putting lots of hurdles up for yourself. And many women, in terms of their mindset, become a bit obsessed with this. So forget the gap, a baby will come when it's ready to come. The second thing is, when you ask a couple about their lifestyle, very often a woman has gone back to work, there's a baby in the bed, you're not sleeping, therefore you're not having enough sex like you did the first time round, and you're exhausted. So you've got to look at what is going on in that couple's lives and try and sort of come up with a plan that's going to help them, a very simple plan to get them a bit more energy, because you do need energy to get pregnant. The third thing is nourishing yourself. You know, when you've had a baby, all of the energy goes into your baby, your partner, etc. Very often, you're way down the pecking order in terms of, you know, what's happening in terms of your diet, in terms of sleep, in terms of exercise, in terms of just having a bit of headspace. So it's trying to make some of that headspace, which is really, really important. Sometimes when you've had your first baby, certain things can happen. There can be underlying medical factors that you haven't taken into account. Very often it can be a thyroid, it can be that you're anemic, you may have put on some extra weight, so you need to lose weight. Your hormones might not be as balanced as they were the first time round. So, you know, it's good to sort of seek help and get checked, especially if you're older. We all know that age is a factor, but there are many things that you can do which are in your control to make this happen. And one of the commonest things, like I said earlier, is the lack of sex and the exhaustion. So really look at some key areas in your life and try and, you know, draw back some energy or manage your time better or nourish yourself a bit more so that it can happen.